Hey HOBY! So before I start my video, I want to introduce you guys to someone real quick. Okay, this is Rosie. So she's a baby albino corn snake. Her coloring, she's pink and white, and the name for her is a strawberry snow corn snake, and I think that that's so cute. She's not poisonous. She eats rats, which is gross. But it's okay because I love her and I'm willing to feed her baby rats. She's really sweet. She doesn't bite or anything, I promise. So, today I'm going to talk to you guys about fear, which is something that I had a lot of before I came to HOBY. And there were a lot of things that I did at HOBY that were definitely out of my comfort zone. And that's another reason that HOBY really affected me and changed my life, because I did so many things that I was afraid of while I was there, and it really helped me feel like things aren't as scary as I thought that they were. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is public speaking. Before I came to HOBY, I always thought of public speaking as something that was very hard for me, something that wasn't anything that I typically would do. Definitely wasn't something that I would eagerly volunteer to do. So basically what happened to me when I'd start public speaking, just in front of a class of 20 people, nothing like public speaking in front of you guys, I would get really nervous, really nervous, and I would kind of stop breathing before I talked, and I would say my whole, speech or whatever in, 20 seconds flat, and then be done. And no one knew what I said, and it was terrible. So when my group leader, Justin Buck, came up to me at breakfast on one of the last days at HOBY and said, "Hey Olivia, how would you like to introduce our speaker today?" I was like, "Oh, sure," because I didn't think it was right of me to turn down an opportunity that I got, especially an opportunity that I got at HOBY, because HOBY in its entirety was an opportunity that I never thought that I would get. So I thought, yeah, sure, I'll do it. So immediately after he said that and I accepted, I thought, crap, what am I doing? So my appetite went away. There was no breakfast for me that day. And the whole morning I just had to keep telling myself, I was thinking, you're not nervous, you're excited. You're not nervous, you're excited, which is something that my dad has told me all the time, my whole life. And it's never really worked for me to tell myself that. But for some reason this time it really did. And I got up on stage and I introduced Sean Mobley, who worked for Cushman & Wakefield. And I felt so comfortable on stage and so confident on stage. And it was really amazing, really something that I would categorize as life-changing, because nothing like that has ever happened to me before. So that was really cool for me. And I'm going to tell you guys what I think the difference was between speaking at HOBY in front of 400 and some people and speaking at my school in front of 25 people. It was the types of people that I was speaking to. It really was. And I think that I felt very comfortable with you guys because I had a bunch of friends at HOBY, and everybody at HOBY is so loving and accepting and intelligent in other people's differences, so I didn't feel self-conscious or nervous to be in front of you guys, which is something that is not a thing at my school. But I think that what I need to take back to school with me is that everyone is rooting for you to do well, even if they don't particularly like you as a person. Everybody wants you to succeed when you're doing something that you're a little afraid of. And I think sometimes at school, and I know that you guys feel this too, it doesn't feel like that. But I think that that's something that I know I really need to focus on this year, and something that I'm hoping will bring me a lot of success in my school year this year. Okay, so the second thing, ooh, she's doing things. So the second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is my fear of heights, which is something that has really been a problem for me for a super long time, since I've been really little. So we went to the Willis Tower, and I was like, I'm not even going to go up. I'm not going to do it. This isn't worth my time. I don't want to start crying in front of these people. I really just can't do this. And my whole group, G1, love you guys, was like, no, Liv, just come up with us. Come up with us, it'll be fun. I was like, okay, fine, guys. This isn't going to be good. I'm not going to like it, but I'm going to come up with you since you want me to. So I went up with them, and I loved it. I didn't feel afraid at all. And so I was like up there, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I saw people going on the skywalk, and I was like, but I'm not going to go on the skywalk. That's a little much for me. That's like that's a big thing. And so someone in my group was like, let's go on the skywalk. And I was like, okay, let's go on the skywalk. It's fine. Kind of similar to what I did during my public speaking incident, where I like didn't really think about it until after I had said okay. And I was like, oh crap, I have to go on the skywalk now. But I went on the skywalk, and I loved it. I didn't feel afraid. I didn't feel even like uncomfortable. All I felt was like this awesome sense of amazement. And it was phenomenal. Another thing that I would really categorize as life-changing. Seriously, can do a lot of things in my life that I didn't before think that I could do. In terms of heights and in terms of other things that scare me. So this week, I want to hear about all the fears that you guys faced at HOBY, or another way that it affected you like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys.